How's it going, guys? My name is Just Weavile and welcome to my channel where we try to bring out the potential of every Pokemon there is. Today's focus is on the formation Pokemon Falinks. With the move No Retreat giving you an Omni boost and Stab Close Combat paired with Iron Head for Fairy types and Terra Blast Fire for Skarmory and Corviknight, this thing can snowball out of control real quick. Today's first battle with Falinks is against Daryl, and this one, Falinks really shows what it's made of. Let's get started. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Daryl. So they're going to lead off with the Blastoise. Nice and shiny as I led off with the best, the Spidops. Gotta love it. Spidops is awesome. So anyway. We go for a first impression here, right? They're going to Shell Smash right off the bat. Let's go for a first impression just to get some damage off. Boom. Bit of damage, nothing too drastic. They go for an Aqua Ring, which is very interesting. So that's going to heal them every turn, as well as leftovers. So they like a stall Blastoise. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen Aqua Ring on Blastoise before. That's really cool. But it's going to recover a bit of their health every turn. And then we just go for it. I think we go for a Sticky Webs here. And then what we'll do is we'll go into a Bomber Snow. We'll get the Aurora Veil up. They go for a Rain Dance. It's fine. It's going to start to rain, which I'm guessing they have Rain Dish. Sticky Web comes through, which is also fine. So there you have got Rain Dish, which is good to know. And they get leftovers. And they're going to get some Aqua Ring. So they're a healing machine right now. They're more of a healing machine than Gliscor is. Funny. Anyway, we go for a U-turn here because they're probably going to go for a Muddy Water, which in the rain is going to do a lot of damage. Nothing too drastic. We go for a U-turn, bit of damage off on the Blastoise, nothing too drastic as well. And now we can go into a Bomber Snow and just Wood Hammer. We can just go Wood Hammer on this thing. And that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go Blastoise now. We'll get rid of that rain because that's going to help to heal them, and we don't want them to be healed. So we'll go a Bomber Snow now. We'll get up that snow, which is great. And then we go for a Wood Hammer. They're obviously going to get a less healing this time because they haven't got the Rain Dish, which is fine. And then the Aqua Ring is going to come through, which is awesome. So we go for a Wood Hammer here because based on the first impression damage, I think Wood Hammer does KO. So I'm going to go for it. They go for a Protect. That's fine. I could have set up the Aurora Veil there, but I didn't, obviously. And we go for a Wood Hammer. Now, are they going to go ahead and switch out knowing that they're going to go for a Wood Hammer into maybe Swordsbook or the Blaziken? I don't know. So let's see how this plays out. I'm going to try and get the Aurora Veil up. They do withdraw the Blastoise, probably into the Blaziken. Sandslash comes in, so this thing must have Slush Rush. I know Sandslash normally carries Slush Rush, but they don't have Snow on their team. If anything, they have Rain, which the only thing that benefits from that is Kilowattrel, really. So we get the Aurora Veil up, though, which is great. That's going to help a lot. They probably go for a Rapid Spin here, if I had to guess. So I'm looking at their squad, and I'm thinking, you know what? We might be all right here to go into Falinks and No Retreat. I don't think it's time, though. I really don't think it's time. Don't think it's time at all. Iron Treads could be good. We go for an Earthquake. Basing the Kilowattrel. Let's go into Iron Treads. So I'm going to withdraw our Bomber Snow. Go into good old Iron Treads over here. There we go. Hot Wheel comes in. Like so. Floating in the air with its air balloon. Awesome stuff. They go for an Amnesia. This guy has some interesting sets. Amnesia Sandslash is an interesting one. So let's go for an Earthquake right off the bat. Earthquake comes through. They avoid the attack because they are the Snow Cloak. The air balloon pops from the Triple Axle. The Sand Cloak. How lame. That's so lame. Anyway, the snow stops. They've got Amnesia. We just Earthquake again and hope we hit this time. Earthquake comes through. This time we hit, which is nice. That should KO. Doesn't KO because they're probably defensive. They go for a Snowscape and get the snow back up. And then it's going to start snow again, which is really unfortunate. So, Triple Axle, Amnesia, Snowscape. Are they going to have Rapid Spin or no? We go for another Earthquake anyway. Earthquake does miss, unfortunately, because of the Snow Cloak. And they go for a Triple Axle once again, which luckily for us also misses. So that's pretty awesome. So let's go for an Earthquake. And it's still... Oh, wait, no, we connect. Never mind. That's a dead Sandslash. Never mind! Triple Axle comes through. It didn't KO. That's so annoying. So annoying. But you know what else is annoying? Probably a lot of things that I've said in this video to some people. So it's whatever. Let's go for a... Just so we outspeed the Kilowattrel on the Blaziken, let's go for a Rapid Spin here. There we go. Rapid Spin KOs the Sandslash. which is awesome. We get a speed boost. Now we're looking like a bit of a threat, to be honest with you. So Sandslash goes down, which is awesome. We got that thing out of the way. None of that Snowcloak shenanigans. Blastoise comes in. That's a good switch. So we know what Blastoise's game is. We know what his game is. He wants to step on Aqua Wing. He wants to get the Rain Dance up. All that wonderful stuff. So let's go for a Stealth Rock first and foremost, just to get the Stealth Rocks up. If they go for a Muddy Water here and KO us, it's fine. Maybe not. They go for a Muddy Water. They do actually go for a Muddy Water. Okay, that's going to KO us. No, it's not, because the Aurora Veil helped us. The snow is going to stop. And I believe the Aurora Veil wears off the next couple of turns. So if we can just stall this out a bit. Oh no, Aurora Veil wears off this turn. That's awesome. So we go for an Earthquake here, just to get the damage off on the Blastoise. Earthquake comes through. There we go. Nice chunk of damage to them. They go for a Muddy Water. That's going to definitely take us out. So Iron Treads went down, but he got the Stealth Rocks up. It KO'd the Yellow and Sandslash, and it's done a bit of chip damage to the Blastoise, which is what we wanted. So that is awesome for us. So the great thing about them having Muddy Water is Muddy Water can lower your accuracy, right? Which could give Falinks the edge here. So let's go Falinks now. Troops comes in. There we go. And we go for a no retreat. I don't see any reason not to go for a no retreat. No retreat comes through. There we go. It's going to give us an Omni boost, which is going to be really nice. There we go. We got our Omni boost. We can no longer escape because of the no retreat. They go for a Muddy Water. Let's see if we get an accuracy drop. That'd be nice. We did get an accuracy drop, which is going to activate our Defiant. So provided we can hit all our moves now, which we could still connect everything, we're looking pretty good. We're looking very good. So let's go for a close combat right now and hope we don't miss. Close combat comes through and we missed the first one. But we could get really lucky and they missed the Muddy Water. So there we go. We got lucky there. We got lucky there. So we'll try that again. We'll pretend that turn never happened, shall we? I think both me and my opponent can agree on that. Pretend that turn never happened. And we'll go for a +3 close combat now. And we won't miss. We don't miss, which is awesome. That's a dead Blastoise, right? Yes, the dead Blastoise. Dead Blastoise. Our defenses are down to neutral again, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So Blastoise goes down, which is awesome. We've got Sylveon, which we can Iron Head in the face after Terra Firing, so that we can live a Hyper Voice. And we've got Kilowattrel, which we can Terra Blast Fire. So Kilowattrel comes in. Stealth Rocks do dig in, breaking a potential sash, which is awesome. We go for the Terra Blast Fire, which should KO the Kilowattrel, provided we can hit it. So Falinks looking pretty good right now. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. So there we go. Falinks is looking great with the candles on its head. We go for a Terra Blast. We missed. Very unfortunate. They went for an Air Slash and they missed. So once again, right? Once again, we'll pretend this turn never happened. Let's go for another Terra Blast and see if we connect this time. Terra Blast comes through. This time we hit. Just like the turn with the Blastoise. The second time's a charm. And that's a dead Kilowattrel right there. At +3 attack. You can't go wrong. So Kilowattrel goes down. Awesome stuff. We've got a Swordsbuck, a Blaziken, and we've got a Sylveon to deal with now. All right, Blaziken comes in. So this thing could still win them the game because we could easily get miss the close combat and then go down. But they aren't heavy duty boots, which means they could have been sashed, but they're probably not. Let's go for a close combat and hope we actually hit the close combat. That'd be nice. They go for an Endure, which is interesting. We go for a close combat and that connects and takes out the Blaziken to its Endure anyway. Which is very, very good for my opponent. So are they going to be Lychee Berry? Are they Berry? No, they're just Speed Boost, which is awesome. Right, so they're both... Let's go for an Iron Head just in case they go Sylveon. We still outspeed anyway after the Speed Boost because Sticky Webs are up, so they were just back to neutral speed at that point. So Blaziken goes down. We got a Swordsbuck to deal with now, which I don't know what Swordsbuck really likes to do. I faced one recently, but it was a Swords Dance set, and it was a bulky Swords Dance set. It was like, normally I thought Swordsbuck was quite fast. Alright, Sylveon comes in. Can Sylveon take an Iron Head to the face? It can if it's Terra, because they haven't Terra'd yet. If it's Terra Steel, they're kind of not going to take us out. So let's go for a... Because they probably Terra Steel or Terra... They've seen the Iron Head. They know the Iron Head's coming. Do we go for a Terra Blast? I'm going to go for a Terra Blast. I'm going to predict the Terra. Baby doll eyes? Dude! No, you just sealed your own fate! Defiant! They forgot about the Defiance. Terra Blast comes through. Are we going to see a DC? Oh, the Sylveon goes down. Falinks is just on a roll right now. And they have a Swordsbook left, which is pretty awesome because we definitely outspeed that for a start. Swordsbook comes in, and this is a really great battle for Falinks. We got to use every single move. And we swept with it. We got the Notary Chip. We even got to use the Terra. The Terra came in clutch. Let's go for a close combat here. Finish the game up. They forfeited. That's a brilliant game for Falinks. GG. Daryl, that was a really fun one. I did enjoy that. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Richie. So let's go ahead and see what they lead off with. They lead off with Raging Bolt, as I led off with the Spidops. So Spidops versus Raging Bolt is the first matchup, which is pretty cool. We're definitely going to go for a Sticky Webs here, right? We go for a Sticky Webs every single time. They go for a Draco. That's going to drop us down to our Sash. No problems there. Never mind. We're just bulky enough to take a Draco from a Raging Bolt. We go for a Sticky Webs. There we go. Just lay them up nicely below your feet. Lovely job. Lovely job. Now we're going to switch out because they went for a Draco. They're going to have to switch out here. What do they go into, though? Do they, because we can go Primarina now. They might go for a Thunderbolt. They might go for a Volt Switch. Volt Switch also works. Volt Switch will take us out and also get them a switch. So I'm leaning towards the Iron Treads. Iron Treads seems like the best option. So they do straight up withdraw. So they don't want to go for a Volt Switch. They probably predict the Iron Treads to come in. And they go into Carbink, which is weak to Steel. So Carbink coming in and being all nice and shiny. Why is it floating so high in the air as well? That's pretty wild. Anyway, speed drops. We go into our Iron Treads. They probably go for a Stealth Rock here or a Trick Room. Because they haven't got the Ursaluna. Do we get Stealth Rocks up or do we go straight for the KO? I think we go for the KO. We Iron Head for the KO. I think Carbink might get Sturdy actually, so we probably won't KO here. Iron Head comes through though. That takes them down to the Sturdy. There it is. Oh no, they're Focus Ashed. Red card? Red card? What do we get dragged out into? Hopefully Falinks. That'd be cool. Spidops. Spidops comes in. The best was dragged out. They flinch because of the Iron Head. Nice. So we go for a first impression here. We get the KO on this Carbink, which is absolutely fantastic. They withdraw the Carbink. They want to save it for later. Fair enough. Fair enough. And they go into Araquanid, the Paldea champion, probably to get their own Sticky Webs up. Which would make sense. So they get caught in the Sticky Webs, making them quite slow. We go for a first impression. It's going to do a butt ton of damage. Let's go for a U-turn. We should outspeed here, right? They have Custard Berry. Of course they have Custard Berry. I should have known. And they go for their own Sticky Webs, which is fine. The Sticky Webs are up. But you know what this is really good for? Falinks, because we get a Defiant boost now. So we go for the U-turn, take out that Araquanid, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. They've got a Carbink on Death's Door. And they've got a Kyurem. They've got Ceruledge. Ceruledge is going to be a problem, I think. So whatever we go into, they're going to counter. So if we go Bomberslide, they'll bring Ceruledge in. If we go Primarina, they bring in Raging Bolt. Or the Ursaluna, one of the two. No, not the Ursaluna, because it'll be slower. We should go into Iron Treads here. Iron Treads is a good one, I think. So we'll bring Iron Treads in like so. We float in the air with the air balloon, so we're not bothered about those Sticky Webs. They're going to go into Ceruledge, the Paldea champion. Which is fine. That's kind of what we anticipated. Because no matter what we went into, they would counter it. So that's the rule of fun. If you get KO or U-turn, you lose your lead. So what we're going to do is, this thing could be weakness policy for a start. Do I want to go for a Stealth Rock first? KO the Carbink on the switch? I think I do want to go for Stealth Rocks. So I don't want to hit this thing because if they have Endure with weakness policy, then we'd be boned. Because they get a weak armor boost as well. But they go for a close combat, which is going to do a lot of damage to us. Not enough to KO. And we don't know what they are. They could be Focus Ashed with weak armor for a start. So what I'm going to do here is, I am still going to go for an Earthquake. Because we can just first impression it with Spidops. So Earthquake comes through, and that's a nearly dead Ceruledge. They are Focus Sashed. Probably with weak armor. If I had to guess. Yeah, weak armor comes through. Boom. But we can finish this thing off with a Spidops switch. So they go for a Swords Dance. Oh no. Swords Dance is terrifying. Swords Dance is terrifying. We go for an Iron Head here just in case. They go for a Bitter Blade though. That's going to KO us and it's going to give them some health back. So that is unfortunate. However, we do know for a fact that if we could get this thing to Terra, that'd be great. If we can get to Terra, that'd be amazing. I think Spidops is the best Pokemon to deal with this, though. Which is a weird thing to say. Spidops comes through. Enter Spidops. Sticky Webs come through, which is obviously going to lower our speed. They are higher speed than us, but they won't have Shadow Sneak, right? Let's go for a first impression. Yep, boom. Dead Ceruledge. Awesome. Spidops gets KO, which is fantastic. You'll love to see it. So Ceruledge goes down, which means Falinks should be able to handle the rest of the squad, I think. Kyurem comes in. We know what this thing wants to do. It wants to scale shuttles, right? So they get hurt by Sticky Webs, which means they will take the Stealth Rock chip as well. There we go. Let's see what they want to do. So exerting some pressure is fine. Are they going to go for a Dragon Dance? We go for a U-turn here every single time, right? They go for the Dragon Dance. Yep, they fine. We're going to go a Bomber Snow, and we're going to set up that Aurora Veil if we can, unless they're Terrafire with Terra Blast, in which case we won't. So we go for that U-turn. It's going to do a bit of damage. Takes it down to half, which is awesome. Spidops putting in the work right now. I don't get what anyone says. Spidops is awesome. I love Spidops. Let's go a Bomber Snow and get this Aurora Veil up. So Yuki comes in. They are at neutral speed, which is good to note because of the Sticky Webs. Not that it matters too much. So Snow Warning comes through. We go for an Aurora Veil here. They have to go for either a Terra Blast Fire or a Scale Shot. They are going to Terra. Are they going to go Terra Fire? That's the real question. Are they going to go Terra Fire? Terra Fire, there it is. So Terra Fire Kyurem comes through, which is terrifying. Terra Fire is terrifying. Ha! I said the same thing about Terra Flying with the Iron Hands as well back then, but they go for a Terra Blast. Obviously, they're a Dragon Dance set, so this is still going to KO us, even though we've got a defense boost. But you know what? At least we forced the Terra. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing. So they're a Dragon Dance set. Would they have Icicle Spear and all that? Would they have that? I don't know. All I know for sure is that Latios isn't affected by Sticky Webs, and the Kyurem is only at neutral speed because of the Sticky Webs. So I can just come in right now and drop a Draco, and I'll be golden. Draco Meteor comes through. That is a dead Kyurem right there. There we go. And they've used the Terror up, so which is awesome. So we could still get a little late game sweep with Falinks because Carbink's nearly dead. Ursaluna would be a cool thing to take down with the Falinks. And Raging Bolt as well would be pretty cool. So let's see how this plays out for us. Ursaluna comes in. So this thing can take a hit, that's for sure. This thing can take a hit, that's for sure. Obviously, we're going to drop a Draco. Do we drop a Draco? I don't think we do. I think Latios is our win con if it doesn't work out with Falinks. So we're going to let Spidops go down here. We'll let Spidops go down here, and we'll bring Falinks in, and we'll go for a CC, because we'll have a Defiant boost, which is going to be awesome. So the best comes in just to go down. Gets caught in his Sticky Web first, which it shouldn't affect bug types. I don't think Sticky Web should. Player Rough comes through. That's going to take out the Spidops, which is unfortunate. So with Spidops down, we can go to Falinks now. Falinks definitely outspeeds the Ursaluna. That's for sure. That is for sure. And they are Flame Orb, which is good to know. So let's go into Falinks now. Troops comes in. The troops. Send in the troops. We get caught in the Sticky Webs, which is, you know, they have Sticky Webs on their side as well. But we have Defiant, which makes us Defiant. So let's go for a CC right now. CC comes through, and that is a dead Ursaluna, right? Yes, sir. Ursaluna goes down to the close combat, and there we go. The DC is there. You gotta have a DC. If you don't have a DC, is it really a sweepy sweep for Falinks? No, it's not. So they just didn't want they didn't want to see their precious Pokemon defeated by Falinks, which is unfortunate for them. But you know what? It is what it is. GG Richie. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Puff. So they're going to lead off with Crystal, the Delphox, as I predicted, kinda. I figured they'd lead with Delphox because I've got Spidops and Ninetales as potential leads. Not Ninetales, a Bomber Snow, which is even worse. A Bomber Snow and Spidops as potential leads. So I figured they'd lead with Delphox, and the only thing I've got ready to take care of that is the Primarina and this thing. Now, I didn't want to go Primarina because there was a chance they'd lead with Quillfish, and Poison Jab would not be nice for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop a Draco right now. Get some serious damage off on something because they have no fairy types. And we're probably going to see an Iron Treads. Techno Union, the former Titan. That's the Iron Treads for sure. There we go. Draco Meteor comes through. It's going to do a bit of damage. Nothing too drastic. Nothing too drastic. And what we'll do is we'll switch out now because Latios did its thing. They are a leftovers variant, which is good to know. And now I'm going to go into my Bomber Snow and get my Aurora Veil up pretty much. They don't have a Brick Break mon as far as I'm aware. They could have Brick Break on Sceptile, I guess. So we're going to withdraw Latios, and they don't have a Defog mon. They have Rapid Spin on Iron Treads, which is the main thing. So we're going to Yuki. like so. If we can get rid of the Delphox, I'm pretty confident that Falinks can do a lot of work here. So they go for a knockoff, which is going to do no damage, but it does get rid of our Light Clay, which is a problem because now our Aura Veil's not going to last nearly as long. Now they could have Iron Head as well, which is good to note, but I doubt it if they've got knockoff. So I'm going to go for an Aurora Veil now. They do have Iron Head, which is going to sting a little bit. Nothing too drastic. If they flinch us, I'm going to be mad. Shouldn't have opened my mouth. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything. So we could still use a Bomber Snow later for Aurora Veil. I don't think we need Aurora Veil, though. That's the thing. I don't think we need Aurora Veil. I really don't think we need Aurora Veil. I'm going to give her an Ice Shard here, just to get some damage off on the Iron Treads. Bit of damage, nothing too drastic. Iron Head comes through. That's going to take out Yuki, unfortunately. So no Aurora Veil this game. I'm looking at their team. They've got Qwilfish with Poison Jab, Delphox with Fire moves. Sceptile could have literally a lot of things. It could be Terra Fire. It could have Focus Blast. It could have X Scissor. For example, Hurricane from Articuno as well. And this thing's Iron Head. The Indeedee is probably the only Pokemon that I would have been able to set up on. And even then, it's faster than me. So it could have taken me out of a Psychic in the Psychic terrain. That was a mouthful. Anyway, what's our best option here? Probably Falinks. Let's go Falinks now. Let's go to Falinks now. I suppose Iron Treads is also a good option because it could scare them, but I think this baits in one of the Psychic types, right? So if I go for a No Retreat, is it too early for that? I think it's too early for No Retreat. I'm going to go for a Close Combat instead. Close Combat comes through. We do outspeed because they are a bulky Iron Treads by the looks of it. And we lose our defenses, but that doesn't, unfortunately, activate our Defiant. Self-inflicted stat drops do not activate Defiant, which is good to know. They're going into Pufferfish, the once well-trained now, which is the Qwilfish, of course. I love the name, by the way. It's a play on your own name. That's awesome. So they get the Intimidate off, which does activate our Defiant, but we haven't got anything that can hit them. So we don't want to go for a No Retreat just yet. That's for sure. So I'd say Spidops could be a good option. If we could get our Sticky Webs off, that'd be cool. Let's go into Spidops. I really think they go for a Toxic Spikes or a Toxic in general, or Spikes in general. Spikes also work. So the best comes in. Spidops. They go for a Toxic. So it's not Toxic Spikes, which is good to know. Not Toxic Spikes, which is very good to know. And now the snow is going to stop, but that's not a big deal. We didn't really need the snow for anything other than Aurora Veil, right? So our Sash is broken, unfortunately. That is fine. We're going to go for a Sticky Webs here because that's going to be helpful against the likes of the Sceptile if it is an Unburdened set. They do go for a Spikes, though, which is fine. Spikes is going to do a bit of damage to our Pokemon when we switch in, but it's nothing too drastic. So we go for the Sticky Webs. There we go. I think it's worth it. Delphox and Sceptile are pretty fast, so I think that's definitely worth it. And if Sceptile is Psychic Seed, which I believe it might be, we want to keep this Spidops around, that's for sure. So let's go for a U-turn right now, because the first impression will come in clutch against that Sceptile, that's for sure. So Spikes get set up like so. And we go for a U-turn, which is going to do no damage to the Pufferfish, because they're probably Focus Sash. I don't think this Qwilfish, Jotonian Qwilfish, can hold Evalite, because this one doesn't evolve into Overquill, obviously. So I think that's why they're running it too. We definitely go into Latios here. We always go into Latios here because we get a free switch in and we can go for a Luster Purge. Now the problem they've got is they don't have a switch into Draco Meteor anymore at all. But we don't go for a Draco Meteor. We go for a Luster Purge, right? They withdraw, which is great. What are they going to go into? Probably Delphox, if I had to guess. Blueberry. Who's Blueberry? Indeedee. Awesome. Gets caught in the Sticky Webs, which is cool. They're going to set up the Psychic Terrain, right? Yeah, they are. Psychic Surge. So that means I am levitating. So does that mean Luster Purge doesn't get boosted in power? Or does it? I don't know. We'll see anyway. Let's see how much damage it does. I would say that's probably not the case. We do get Special Defense drop, which is nice. So now we can go for a Draco Meteor. And we can just drop it on that Indeedee's face, which is awesome. Draco Meteor comes through. That should KO the Indeedee. Yes, it does. It does Indeedee. It does Indeedee. Okay, so Indeedee goes down, and we've got Qwilfish, Delphox, Sceptile, and Galarian Articuno to deal with. Crystal comes in. That is going to be the Delphox, right? Yeah, Delphox comes in. Gets caught in the Sticky Web, so we definitely outspeed. I don't think there was any question about whether we would outspeed or not. And I think our best bet is actually to go... I want to keep Spidops for the first impression, although that Psychic Terrain needs to go first, which I think it will. I just feel like keeping Spidops around right now is the best option. So I'm going to go into my Primarina. If they go for a Psy Shock here in Psychic Terrain, it will two-shot our Primarina. It might even one-shot if the Specs, but I don't think they will. We get hurt by Spikes, of course. They go for a Flame Charge, bringing their speed back up to neutral. Interesting choice. They are Life Orb, which is good to know. Now, are they Psychic... Size Shock, or are they not? Let's go for a Surf and find out. They go for an Expanding Force. We are Assault Vest. We can take this. We do take that. Even it still did a lot of damage. A butt ton of damage, but Assault Vest saved the day. Surf comes through. That's going to KO the Delphox, which is awesome. So now we have Quillfish and Sceptile and Galarian Articuno to deal with, which is fine. Sep comes in, the Unrivaled. Nicely done. Sceptile's really cool to see. Sticky Webs do come into effect, which is the main thing I'm looking at here. They get the Psychic Seed, which is going to boost his Special Defense, right? Special Defense, which is awesome. So, what I'll do is, I'll go for a Flip Turn on the off chance they set up a Swords Dance, which they do. They do set up a Swords Dance. So, what do we do here? Do we go... Right, do we Flip Turn? Right, that's fine. They haven't Terrored, have they? They haven't Terrored, so First Impression won't KO because they're probably Terra Flying. They're probably Terra Flying, which is terrifying, you know? Anyway, let's go into Iron Treads. Because they probably have Earthquake to hit Iron Treads. They might smack us with a Leaf Blade, which could crit us because it's got a high crit ratio. But I think we're going to be all right. So let's go for a... Wait, is my balloon popped? No, it's not. It's still there. I didn't see it pop up saying I had a balloon. Let's go for an Iron Head. They go for the Leaf Blade. That's fine. Maybe I should have gone for a Rapid Spin first. But Iron Head comes through anyway. And that's going to do a lot of damage to the Sceptile, which is awesome. So... Leaf Blade's their best option. They probably have Earthquake now, though. Let's go for an Iron Head again. They go for another Leaf Blade. That's going to get a crit and take us out. The crit didn't matter, obviously, because they're +2 attack. Sceptile could put in the work here, really. But now that they're low on HP, I kind of want to go Spidops, because I think Psychic Terrain wears off this turn, right? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. I've counted that right? I haven't. Ah, crap. Sack Primarina. Sack Primarina. I thought Psychic Terrain was going to wear off that turn. I was counting him in my head. You know, factoring in Terrain Extender, and I was sure it'd run out this turn. But we sack off the Primarina anyway, which is great. And they go for a Thunder Punch. But it failed, of course. There we go. I was off by 1. I miscounted by 1. Either way, we go Spidops now and we First Impression. So the best comes in. Because it's the best around. And we go for a First Impression. I don't see any reason not to. So First Impression comes through. Boom. Bop. Down goes the Sceptile. Spidops coming through like an absolute legend. This doesn't look like a Falinks game, though. This will be a bonus battle, I think, with this team. Pufferfish comes in the once well-trained. Awesome. So they get the speed dropped, which is fine. They get the Intimidate off, which is double fine. And we go for a U-turn here because we should outspeed now. Oh, no, I don't think we outspeed anyway. I think we still don't outspeed, even though they've got the sticky webs up. They go for a Liquidation, which should take us out, right? No, it doesn't. Awesome. So we get a free U-turn. We get to keep Spidops around to First Impression at Articuno if he gets an Agility up. Because it could be an Agility set, which is good to note. We go Latios here every single time. We go for that Luster Purge. Now, we've got to be careful with Luster Purge because if we go for a Luster Purge and they go into Articuno, and Articuno then gets a special defense drop from the Luster Purge, it will activate its competitive and give it a +2 special attack, which is not what we want. So, we'll go for the Luster Purge anyway. They do withdraw, probably trying to bait that Luster Purge special defense drop, which is fine. Room Temp Kuno. I love that name. I didn't even realize you could have nicknames that long. That's awesome. Luster Purge comes through anyway. It does a lot of damage. No defense drops. We go for a Draco Meteor here, and that's going to take out the Articuno probably. Shadow Ball. They outspeed us. The Scarf. Nice. That does half to us. We go for a Draco. That should take out the Articuno. It does take out the Articuno, which is awesome. So, with Articuno down, all that's left is the Quillfish, which shouldn't be hard for Latios to take care of, right? Latios should do pretty well here. So, Pufferfish, the once well-trained, comes in. They get caught in the sticky webs, which is great. Fine. Thank you. Intimidate comes through. Obviously, doesn't mean anything to my Latios. Now, we don't need to KO here. We just need to weaken it enough. So, I'm going to go for the Luster Purge. They are going to Terror. What type are they going to Terror into, though? Is it something that's going to catch me off guard here? If it's Steel, then they live. Water. Terror Water. So, we can close combat with our Falinks, which is nice. So, there's the Terror Water. Luster Purge comes through. That's going to do a lot of damage to the Quillfish probably. Yeah, a nice chunk of damage. They go for a Toxic. That's fine. I would have personally gone for a liquidation if you're going to go for the Terror. Would have personally gone for the liquidation, but it's whatever. And this still works for them. They've lost their resistance to fighting, though. So if they do take out my Latios here, which I'm going to go for a Drake and Meteor, then we can just bring Falinks in close combat this thing in the face. So Drake and Meteor comes through, does take out the Quillfish. It's another video for Latios. Gotta love it. So G Puff, that was a pretty fun one. I did enjoy that thoroughly. Nice team as well. Really cool team.